Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge. I am your hostess, certified life coach, author, and speaker, Chrisnatha. And today we have a very special guest in the Masterpiece Lounge with us. And I want you guys to help me welcome her. She is the beautiful, the motivational, the inspirational Dr. Peggy Clemons, everybody. Dr. Peggy, welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I am so excited to sit down with you today for this chat. I have just been learning more and more about you, and you're such a lovely person, and I get to chat with you, so I'm just super excited. And I want to ask you a question that I think only you can answer best.
Okay.
I know you've done some amazing things, but I want to ask you, in your own words, who is Dr. Peggy?
Okay. That's real good. Um, I would start off by saying that I'm a prayer strategist. That's part of what I do. I'm an author. I was a counselor and supervisor of counselor. I'm a certified counselor for over 30 years. Um, I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother, which I love.
Awesome.
I'm a friend and I'm an only child. But I love people. That's really who I am. I love helping people. I love being with people. I love encouraging people. I'm just that makes my life full. So that's kind of who I am. Hmm.
I love that. I love that so much. And so, with all of the roles that you play, um, and all of the great work that you do, when did you begin your work um, in inspiring people, motivating them in different capacities, whether it was through writing, through speaking, through counseling? When did that start for you?
Oh, over 40 years ago. Because
Wow.
I started as a counselor in the school system in New York
Hmm.
City, and I did that. And then I became supervisor for the city of New York of counseling. And along the way, I went on and got my other certifications to find that the need was so great, and now the need has expanded. I wanted to know from the Lord, how could I help? What could I do? You know,
Hmm.
we are post pandemic, and some people are
Yes.
still in it in their minds.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I think that I probably was like that as a little girl, if we would have my mom say it, but I don't remember.
I love that so much. It's so important that all of us individually contribute to the
Mhm.
world in helping others. And you are doing that. And that is so, so, so special. So thank you for sharing that with us. Um, I wanted to kind of pivot a bit into the space of wellness,
Yes.
health. Um, how important is it for us? I know you mentioned us being post pandemic. We've had a stressful last few years.
Yes.
Some people are
Yes.
still trying to put the pieces of their life back together. How
Mhm.
important would you say it is to hit the reset button in our minds, in our body?
Well, I think this is the most important time because we're in the midst of coming out and going in, right? And the way
Mm,
you come out of a thing is how you're going to begin a thing. And because we are tripart being, if we don't have spirit, soul, and body aligned, we lose something. Because if I'm financially in deficit, what happens to me is that my mind starts to take over and I lose maybe relationships with my family because I'm worried about how I'm going to take care of them, right?
mhm,
If and it also will affect my body because your body metabolism works from your brain, which gives a thought to your body. So that's important. And then spiritually, of course, which is my main place, is that that spiritual place is the seat of everything you need to accomplish to have all of those things to be aligned. So I think that even before the pandemic, there were some things that were occurring in our life and in our lifestyles that were stressful and uncomfortable. The changing of finances, the changing of just the world. The world has shifted. It's no longer, how I used to identify it, right?
Hmm.
So, I just got the vision between my daughter and I. She kept saying, "Mom, you got to do this." So here I am, just being obedient and working through it.
That's awesome. Here you are answering the call,
Mhm.
and you can just tell, that you've been doing that pretty much your whole life. So that is so good. And I know that therapy is something that our community or even people of faith have kind
Mhm.
of been a bit
Mhm.
uncomfortable about taking part in, but it's something that's being talked about and maybe even embraced a little bit more now. How
Yes.
important is it to embrace therapy as well as our faith journey? And can those things walk alongside one another?
They absolutely can. I think that one of the things that people will discover, especially from the faith-based community, is that God created that thing called therapy. He
Hmm.
created the psychotherapist. He created the psychologist because he knew, all along that we were a tripart being and we were going to come to this space. It didn't surprise him, but it may have surprised us. And I think that when we understand that if we have a heart problem, right, we're going to go to a heart surgeon. We're not going
Yes.
to question. We know that God is a healer. When you're in the faith based community and you're really walking with God, you know Him as a healer. It doesn't matter what time He does it, it doesn't matter how He does it. So it's not our place to have the how, but to have the faith in what He's made available to us. And those people were made available. The panel that I have are faith based psychiatrists and that's their mantle. The same way a teacher to educate, their mantle is to teach. So when we understand that everything, the earth is the Lord, and fullness thereof, they that dwell therein. Well, we're the they. The psychiatrists are the they. The teachers are the they. And I do believe that now that we're moving closer to understanding that, we're going to see some great results and some
Hmm.
great testimonies, from even our leaderships. They've began to go and sit before God with these people. So I'm excited about that.
That is awesome. I love that. And I think it's so imperative that we are whole and
Yes.
every aspect of our selves,
Yes.
like you just mentioned, is so key that we, like you said, we pay attention and we give attention to all of those aspects of who we are. And I just want to encourage everyone watching that you can do both, right? You can love God and say, I'm going to. Um, grow closer to him. But I'm also going to seek therapy to work through and unpack some things that maybe I haven't done so yet. And that is okay. Because I know sometimes there's like this debate about,
Yes.
well, if I'm going to pray, then I don't need to do this. It all benefits us to be better. So please embrace it, be open to it, um,
Mhm.
and just know that it's all about growth. And so, thank you so much for sharing that. And also, the
Mhm.
how. So many people are overwhelmed trying to figure out their how on their own. But
Yes.
like Dr. Peggy just said, guys, you don't have to figure out the how. That you don't have to know how. You just have to be open,
Absolutely.
willing, and then the transformation can take place. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Peggy. That was so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That was
It's
so
the
good.
Father's love to give us these things in the earth realm. It's the
Yes.
love of the Father. Your normal father, if you're riding your bike and you fall off that bike and injure yourself, he's going to bring you to the caregiver. And even though God is the care of all, he said, I'm not coming, I'm bringing heaven to earth through these mantles, right? So it's the
Mhm.
Father's love.
Yes. Yes. And that's such a great perspective, is to look at everything through the lens of God's love. That is so
Hmm.
good. I love that. Um, is there any, or what would you say, or how would you encourage someone who thinks about their mental health or their physical health, but they may not necessarily have made it a priority, right? They say, maybe I have to work, I have to focus on this, I'm working on my goals.
Mm,
And so, how would you encourage that person to make sure that this becomes the priority so that they can do
yeah.
everything else?
Yeah. Wellness and wealth and wisdom go together,
Mm,
right? So it is wise for me to keep my wellness so that I can accumulate the wealth of my family, the wealth of my relationships, the wholeness of my finances. Because you can have all the money you want, but if something happens to the wellness, you lose the quality of what you have. And life is about getting the quality out of everything, right? So when your health
mhm.
is good, then no one can take care of your body but you. Your body and you are one. Spirit, soul, and body.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to come in and say, well, you know what? Today, I'm sending someone to take care of your mind. No, that
Hmm.
mind has to be taken care of the way the Father gave it to you so superbly. So when you feel yourself getting tired, or you get into anxiety, or you get into stress, and you say, I haven't felt this way before. It's time. You may just start out with a friend. You may start out with a confidant, right? So it's not
Hmm.
that you will move into that right away. But if I fall, or if I, that's why on the jobs they have, when someone gets injured, they give them these liabilities to do things and still
Right.
get paid, because they
Hmm.
know that without the capacity of your movement of your body and the thought of your mind that controls your body, they're not going to get the best out of you, right? So they put you on disability, but God never put you on disability, right? Said, I have
That's
the
good.
ability, I'll give you the grace to handle it,
Hmm.
right? He'll give you the grace to overcome it, but you have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to God when He gave us this beautiful body and a sound mind.
Yes.
Right? And then He gives us opportunities to go and do that thing He put within us. We want to take care of that. We want to focus on that. We want to keep that. That place of peace comes out of your wellness.
I love it. I love it. Guys, listen, this is just a glimpse of what's going to happen at the encounter this year. Like, I am just so blessed listening to you, Dr. Peggy. I even took some
Thank
notes
you.
on my side. I'm like, this is so good. You are blessing me indeed.
Thank
So, yes, that's so good. And thank you for that. And it's such a great perspective to have, is to remember that we are responsible to be good
you. Mhm.
stewards over our minds, our bodies, our hearts, right? And so,
Mhm.
and we have people in place to help us do it, guys. So we don't have to do it by ourselves. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much for that. And let's see here. Just want to share. Tiffany got some hearts. Just wanted to share that.
Mhm.
Um, and can you tell us more, a little bit more about this year's Fresh Encounter? Like, what can attendees expect?
Oh, I am so excited. I'm so excited about um, number one, that I have an opportunity to get
Mhm.
those who the Lord has called into this encounter, right, with Him, to show that He is who He said He is, and send people who can verify that, and they can see it in that moment in time. Let me tell you, first of all, I want to thank my team, a team of about 9 women, but my major producer, Melinda Brundage, who has been there. We started this months ago. And I mean, then we have the project manager, all these people who said yes to the call. Right.
Mhm.
And I'm so excited I can hardly speak. We have a wonderful lineup of speakers. On Friday, we have Real Talk Kim from Atlanta.
Awesome.
Yeah, you know, she can bring it. She can bring it, and
Yes.
she'll tell you what it is. I love her. We have in that evening, we have a fabulous young man out of Atlanta, Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell.
Mhm.
Phenomenal man. Phenomenal man. So we're looking forward to that. Then on Saturday, get ready for Saturday. Saturday is outstanding. On Saturday, we turn it up a little bit more, and we have Dr. Jasmine Georges. She comes from out of New York, a global psychotherapist, a global pastor, global
Mhm.
evangelist, deliverance. I mean, everything is in her that will be there. And then that afternoon, I have my great friend, Grammy Award winning Gloria Gaynor. She will be with
Wow.
us as a spokesman for wellness. You know, she wrote the song "I Will Survive" and has
Yes.
gotten 2 Grammys. She got the first Grammy, but the Lord allowed her, because she's saved and filled with the Holy Spirit. The Lord allowed her to change the words, and she got a Grammy again. So she got 2 Grammys,
That is
and she
awesome.
is coming to tell her story. They just did a documentary on her, what she's been through. She's coming to tell her story, minister to the people. And then we have the awesome general of prayer that afternoon. She is the number one prayer strategist in the world, for me, in the world. A phenomenal author, a phenomenal speaker. There is no range that she talks about that she doesn't follow through in the
Mhm.
kingdom of God and expander. None other than our own Dr. Cindy Trim. She,
The Cindy Trim.
yes, let's say the Cindy Trim.
She is
Uh,
amazing. That's
She's
awesome.
amazing. She's been my coach for 16 years, and I've walked, under her. She's taught me and instructed me, and I'm excited that God has allowed her to come and stand with me at my first annual wellness summit. I'm excited that the panel that we have are experts, and my daughter, who is a college professor, is going to be the facilitator for that, because she's a communication arts journalism
Mhm.
professor. So I'm looking forward to Chalet, my daughter, being there with me and joining in with this vision. I'm telling you, I'm just so excited I can hardly stay in my seat right now. Just knowing that God would open that door. And I
Yes.
just want to see people to come in one way and leave the other.
Mhm.
Deliverances, people will leaving in tears of joy, right? People
Yes.
coming in, leaving with expectations of life. People coming in knowing that it's going to be all right. They may not know when, where, or how, but there's a knowing that comes when they leave us. Yes.
Awesome. Refreshing. This
A
is
refreshing.
incredible. This is
Yeah.
incredible. Guys, don't walk, run and get your tickets to the Fresh Encounter. It's a holistic wellness
Mhm.
summit. As you already heard Dr. Peggy let us know just a snippet of what to expect. It's even going to be, if you're just listening, you can tell it's going to be good. But the energy that you're going to feel in the place, that's going to be
Yes.
transformational. It is taking place this weekend, guys. So this is the weekend. It will be a weekend that will change your life. I believe that. It's
Yeah.
July 14 and 15. It's in Stockbridge, Georgia. It's taking place. And you got to get there. If you can get there, get there.
Thank you.
And Dr. Peggy, tell us, where can we get tickets? How do we connect? Because we
Yes,
got
you
to let
can
the
go.
people know.
Oh, they
This is
gotta know.
exciting.
They gotta know before we sell out. They gotta know. It's if they can go to the website, www.thefreshencounter.org. The
I'm
Fresh
going to put it up
Encounter.
here.
Wonderful. That's where they go. Eventbrite will show up, and they can go ahead and register. Uh, and like I said, we want to register them quick, because we don't want them we don't want to put that up there sold out. And then there are people who want to come. I'm looking forward to all those who are coming. You've been called, and you're a part of us. This is what I love. That
Mhm.
you're a part of us. All those who are coming, this is a family coming to be refreshed and renewed, and some resurrected, some getting reflection, but it is going to be a powerful, fresh encounter.
Awesome. Awesome. This is wonderful. I am so excited. All right, so we want to do a giveaway. Okay, so there's a
Giveaway.
giveaway involved. Guys, listen, get connected, because there's an opportunity to even get a ticket. But make sure that you connect, go to the website, grab your ticket. Also, go to Instagram. I'm going to also put up the Instagram, the Fresh Encounter, so that you
Mhm.
can like that page as well. I'm just going to put that up on the screen because I want to make sure you guys like the page, and that you engage as well. And there we go. And so that is the Instagram. Okay.
Mhm.
So Fresh Encounter. And here is the website again to grab tickets and get all
Mhm.
of the summit information. There's details there,
Yes.
more information about the speakers, address, location. I mean everything that you are looking for. Awesome. I'm excited.
Oh,
Dr. Peggy,
good.
did we leave anything out? I want to make sure we didn't forget to tell the people
Let
anything.
me see. Is there anything else I could tell them? Just show up. We'll
And
be
then
there
you
to
get to see
love
Dr.
on
Peggy and
you.
all of her fabulous.
We're gonna love on them. Oh, I did forget to say so. Thank you so much. We have um, a room called Heart Haven, where people who
Mm,
think they need to come and speak, and get a little bit counsel. We have a room for that,
wow.
and then we have a meditation loft down the same place in the same building where people can come and get prayer. Right. And then we have a whole place for vendors where people can buy the books from Dr. Trim. They can
Mhm.
get my book. They can get anyone else that's there. Oh, I forgot we have the Women of Finance. Oh,
We got to talk about the
ooh, we have
finance.
two women of finance who are experts, and we're going to have a symposium with them where they'll be
Mhm.
able to give you information and answer your questions and take you to your millionaireship. So we're
That is
looking forward
awesome.
to that portion as well. I'm glad you asked me.
Of course.
I'm so
Of
glad
course.
you
That is
asked me.
awesome. You guys
Yes.
are literally touching on every aspect of
Wellness.
a person and what they need,
Hmm.
and that is important. And guys, this is what the encounter is about, to have an encounter first with God, but then just to touch all of those aspects of who we are and how we can grow in those areas and get better and connect with the right people to help us do that,
Hmm.
because it's about partnership and it's about community. And so this is exciting, and this is for men and women. So
Yes.
I don't want anyone to think this is just for the ladies. Guys, you're welcome to come too. There even is going to be a male speaker. So come on, come on, come on and get down to the encounter.
And we have some males that are coming. Yes, we
See,
do.
everybody's
I'm
welcome,
excited.
guys.
You might find your husband there, honey. You might want to come.
Ooh. That was
Your,
code word. That is a
your,
good.
your Boaz might be in the house, right?
All
Because
right.
yes, because I mean
That's not a bad deal. That's not a
we're
bad deal.
not a bad deal. We're pushing family. Just invite us to the wedding. That's all I'm saying. Right?
I love it. I love that. That's
Yes.
so good.
Yeah, the
That
joy of the
is
Lord
so
is going
good.
to be in the house. We have a wonderful praise and worship team, the Frontier Group. We were with them on Sunday, and I mean, they just opened the heavenlies. It is
Mhm.
powerful. Uh, uh, I told my manager, I said, I need a pair of pajamas because I need to just able to lay on the floor. And thank you so much for having us, and we're able to share this with the world. Just come on,
Absolutely.
be with us. Yes,
Absolutely. That's so
yes.
good. Oh man. Dr. Peggy, you are so refreshing. It is such a pleasure. You're such a light. And thank you for first hanging out with me today in
Ooh,
the
thank you for
Masterpiece
having me.
Lounge. Absolutely. And thank you for sharing with us just your heart for people, for serving, and for really wanting to see the good for everyone in every aspect of their lives. It shines through the screen. I feel it even from here. And thank you so much. Thank you for the work that you do as well.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And guys, get connected and make sure that you get down to the website so that you can grab your ticket. It will definitely be worth it. I'm telling you, it's going to be life changing. And so I'm excited. And I am also just going to be adding the event to my prayer list because I can't wait to hear just how God transforms
And he
people
will.
and how they're going to walk out completely different from the way they walked in. Truly excited about this. And
We're
Dr.
expecting
Peggy,
those
oh
signs,
man,
wonders, and miracles.
oh yeah,
You
I believe
know,
the
miracles in
atmosphere
the
is already
making.
set. Absolutely,
Mhm,
absolutely.
mhm.
Please don't be a stranger, Dr. Peggy. You're welcome right back
Okay,
here
thank
anytime.
you. Thank you so much. It's been my
Absolutely.
pleasure. You have been phenomenal. We appreciate you, the entire team.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you um, promoting it for us and having
Absolutely.
us come on and let the people share in our excitement and what we believe that the Holy Spirit has already done. We're just going to step our feet into it and allow it to overtake us.
Yes, yes, I love
Mhm.
it. I stand in agreement. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us today. We'll be back same time, same place next week, right here in the Masterpiece Lounge. And signing off until next time. And until then, be well.
Be well. Thank you. God bless all of you. Mhm.